Hello and welcome to episode number 16 of this Let's Play Workers and Resources Soviet Republic here at HanniballNOR's channel. So last episode we spent some time decorating, upgrading some footpaths. We didn't do a lot, I feel like, but it is what it is. We did though make a significant impact on the research. We are kind of 44% closer to the nice thing here, the vehicle factory production line here, or the road vehicle production facility, which yeah, it's gonna take a while, but when we get there I think we're gonna be in a fairly decent predicament. Now there is a not a problem, but it could potentially quickly become a problem. Crime. If we build our vehicle factory too far away from our police station. Did I say that right? If we build our vehicle production line too far away from the police station, we're going to have a lot of workers. Let's say we place the vehicle factory here. And this is out of line, it's too far away from the police station and they can't patrol it. We're going to have a lot of people in that vehicle production line. And that means we're going to have a lot of crime. So we kind of would like to have it within range of a police station. We kind of would like to have everything be in range of a police station. But, yeah. I am tempted to start doing this. Okay, so what do we get out of... let's have a little look and see what we get out of this. It's not much we need. We need a billion tons of bricks, but other than that... Alright, now we're gonna burn down a warehouse. They really did get the memo, didn't they? That we don't need this warehouse at the moment. Are you guys on your way? Yeah, okay, good job. Yeah, so this is basically just going to cost us money. Same with this and that. I also wonder if we should tell our food and stuff to go here. And here we're going to be loading. Yeah, that's right. And we'll set that to top priority. So we don't need to buy. Yeah, we don't need to buy stuff when we have like 49 tons of meat, right? Just laying here. So when we finally get the forklifts in what was it, 1959? In 1959. We'll finally get some bacon that is from 1930. Some good bacon. It's very chewy. Well, anyways, we remove all of that, and we could... gosh, what was it I was planning on? Yeah, the fat. Should we? That is the question. That is the question. I also think we eventually have to start thinking about building a new building. I mean, we are growing our population, but is it enough? This definitely isn't enough. We also discussed removing our clothing factory later down the line. So are you done? Yes, finally. It's about time. Okay, so we would like to have a road cargo station here instead. So we'll spend some money on that. Car dealership, no. Excuse me, road cargo station. And we probably don't need more than this. Or 4. You're also 4. If I place you here, you're not gonna align properly with the 9.5 tons of steel. And you're 11 tons of steel. You. And you only have 2. You're gonna need to have at least 4. So it's gonna be either like this, which is not gonna be able to make that curve. It's too fat for that one. Or this, which actually is a little bit cheaper. And then we could potentially, cross our fingers, do that. Yeah. Oh wait, you are not. What? So if we do that, okay, and we'll get you done. And you done. You don't need any workers. Just make sure we are saving our workforce for things that is important. Like, for example, sewing new blue jeans. We also would like to build this guy. Here we go. We should be able to make at least that and that. So you can make sure that you tell me when you are done. And this is going to carry us for quite a bit. But I think this is eventually going to go the way of the dodo, I think. There was another thing I was kind of thinking of, because we saw that we could build a radio, right? With some lesser research, right? Radio signal broadcasting. If we go and talk to Pavlov again. Pavlov, my man. I wonder if all the other advisors are very kind of jealous of us, since we kind of... Well, he's very nice to have. He always brings good news. He always brings bad news. You can see he's not smiling very much. No, Pavlov. You... Because I thought, like, the broadcast tower was... Or the broadcast signals were... under the social things here. We are gonna need to have the... Oh, we probably need 2 of them. We can now apply our foundation in broadcasting technology. Yeah, we're gonna need to have the headquarters for some propaganda. Investigation into methods for utilizing the radio broadcast to shape the public's opinion and enhance our Soviet loyalty amongst the listeners. I mean, they should still be able to get happiness out of it. And this kind of, at the moment, the main thing we need, even though loyalty is only 38%. I wouldn't trust them with anything at the moment. But that's something we can do after we have done with the conveyor belts. I also would like to see how we're doing here. It seems like we kind of have flattened out research here. So, well, if we... Do that. Maybe put some more people in the technical university, which means we're going to be making less money. But we're going to get more students. Oh, you're already done? Good job. Good boy. All right. And you also notify me when you're done. We're getting workers delivered here, which is nice. And they are doing a most glorious day here. The glorious work. Good. See you rolling. Yep, there we go. The rolling has been completed. And then we'll just do a little bit of the groundworks here. Luckily we have some people to help us, and then we just need 17 tons of concrete and 9.5 tons of steel. So are we gonna get this done? Right, so the pouring of concrete is almost done. 50 work days left, 40 work days left. Just keep them coming, boys. Yeah, good. There we go, and then we'll have 5.4 tons more steel. They should come rather quickly because it's right next to us. And then 50 more work days, and then we have an option to expand our factory, our clothing factory. There we go. So you, instead of sitting here, we'll add you in here. We'll do that. We'll wait until you're fully loaded, and then we can delete that stop. Okay. So now you should come here instead. So that means we theoretically now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spots. So that means we can put a ton more people into the factory, and we're not going to be backlogged. I also wonder, do we have one of you? Yeah. I would like you to mainly go here, load up factory fabrics, and then you can go here and unload and wait until you're empty. So that we should always have factory here, fabrics in our factories. Right, so he should... Yeah, we should be spending a little bit of money on fabrics at the moment. How much fabrics could you carry? 3.5 tons? Okay. Should we also check the temperature? I mean, outside is 40 degrees Celsius outside, and inside it's a little bit... We talked about this yesterday, or one of the other episodes, where we discussed adding one of the pipes coming down here. Maybe even here. I think we're actually going to do that. I think that would be helpful for the heat. Yeah, I think we'll do that. We'll see if we can squeeze in a small heating thing here. Here could have been a... No, there is a thing in the way. Yeah. This little heat exchanger is always a little bit bigger than I initially thought. How about here? The problem is we're gonna have to crisscross some of the it's definitely doable. Let's see what we can do here. Problem is we're gonna have to bend you here, which is gonna cost us to see how so that's 200 meters, 226. And then we're going to have some shenanigans happening here. Yeah, I kind of think that is a little bit much. Maybe we'll just live with the fact that it's a little bit of a cold area here. I mean, we are kind of, you know, kind of surviving with regards to temperature here. Could be like some days it will tip under 15 degrees. But we are kind of right at the threshold for this being a bad situation. Also, can you let me know when you're out of meat? Because I think we are loading meat from here. And that will also save us quite a little bit of money. I mean, building a pipeline here, heating pipe over here is not great. But you see, they're not complaining about the heat being too low. Only when we go under 15 degrees that they are complaining. Also, happiness is... Wait, couldn't get to the hospital? Why? Also, 31 people would like to pray in church, and we only have... Let's increase the amount of workers we have here and in the cinema, but here, so we can get some more people getting the pool and beaches attraction. Is there any of them here that want to... No? About out here. Yeah, they are a little bit on the iffy side here. About you. Yeah, so attraction instead of praying. That is, that's what we want. So I would imagine we could do some anti-religious propaganda on the radio. I'm just trying to play with the idea. I'm also very curious how big it is, how big the blueprint is for the, I'm missing it there. So we're gonna need to get quite a lot of people in here. So we're probably going to have to make sure that this is a fully stocked radio, so we can get the full oomph out of it. And maybe I'll just play like happy tunes, happy radio, and make them happy. And also would like to have like multiple radio stations. Radio happy, and we also have like the that we can focus on education, anti-religious propaganda. We can have like the anti-drinking channel. You know, there could be quite a couple of interesting things we could do with regards to the radios. Now that we don't have this. Now, it looks cool, the radio station, but I kind of feel like it's so unique that building multiple radio stations might look a little bit iffy. So I'm very curious about this, and also the TV station. Yeah. I'm thinking, is there any other roads that we should upgrade? I don't think so. I kind of feel like this looks like a building from Man & Conquer Red Alert. I think it is the hammer and the sickle that kind of does it for me. Maybe. But yeah, should we add in some sports facilities here? I mean, we're gonna get so little out of it. Basketball court, volleyball court. Kind of feel like Siberian beach volleyball team might not be in the world class. How about it's too big? And it's too much. Outdoor swimming pool might be also a little bit too much. Wasn't there supposed to be like a tennis court, but that only has 5. I kind of feel like tennis is kind of like something that we could have utilized, right? Yeah. This would also have been nice, right? You actually don't need, so you just need access to a waste bin. What if we did something like that? We actually do have access to a waste bin. Well, yes or no? I'm conflicted. I kind of feel like we need to have that centered. Like in the center here. If that were to be a thing. Alright, 21 people here, 60 people here. Does that mean we kind of need to start building another house? Also, why are we so low on the money? Excellent question. Could we potentially add in more people to the clothing factory? Let's try. We'll keep an eye on the... I don't think we could. We'll just see, make sure we don't generate any major queue lines here for our facilities. We are kind of doing that here, but it's fluctuating a bit. And here we are solving all the cases, it seems like. Good, straight to jail. This is not good. We have... we're kind of keeping up. I say yes. We'll call that a yes. And for the school, we don't have that many students, so I'm not too concerned about that. Here, we need to increase the amount of police officers we have. Definitely. It seems like we are starting to lose cases. Our police is overwhelmed. Which probably also means we're going to need to increase this a little bit. Fire department's doing fine. Pub people are doing fine. These are doing fine. I think we can reduce this to 4. This we would like to reduce here. I think maybe we could increase that by 1. Alright, so we do have our vehicle out and about. And our prisoners are doing good. So basically what we're waiting for is to see how much fabric we have when the truck comes back up here. So around 1.3. Yeah, so that is not an issue yet. We could theoretically already throw another vehicle in here if we have one available. We'll put you in here, then we'll start. Oh yeah, of course. Of course. Yeah, I think, like, theoretically we should be making money. Theoretically. So now we should have 2 vehicles here. One is already out and about, supplying clothing to our area. So we have now 2 trucks, and we kind of would like to have at least room for 1 truck here. I think we've figured out. We would have 1 free spot for fire trucks to get in, because if not, they will burn. If they start burning, we will lose the vehicles. They will block the fire truck to get in here, which is not quite ideal. I think we learned that last season. But what do you think? Is this something we should spend money on? I kind of feel like we don't need to do that. I think we'll just finish the research here, and look at that. We are, yeah, easy cat ski. There we go. All right. And then we have our vehicle production. Great. Let's just rush this. Yeah, let's just rush it. Alright, cat is laying down. We do need some some education. Oh gosh, I'm really looking forward to getting this up and running, but we are going to struggle a little bit as we... By the way, do we actually have any way for them to carry? Yeah. We should also now have a... No, we're going to have to be 100% sure that the vehicles that we are producing can actually carry the vehicle that we are producing. I made that mistake in the past. How are we doing? 6.7%. We're at 9% done. Good, good, good. Also, should see if we are at a point where we need to build any new buildings yet. I don't think we are there yet. They are taking their bloody time repopulating the Siberian land that we call home. Alright, would also be nice if we had... You know what we're gonna do? I know exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna be building a little bit, just for the decorational purposes. We're gonna be building this fence here. I hope it's gonna be looking better than that. So we'll build a fence. And we'll build that fence. So now we're kind of locked in here. 16 tons of steel, another 16 tons of steel. You know what? I'm just kidding. We're not going to be building anything here. Ew. Ew. Yeah, let's not do that. That's going to be expensive. Ah, and finally... snow is gone. So we have... Okay, so let's say we would like to replenish our vehicles after 20 years. We have had them for 9. So that means we're gonna need... Oh boy, we're gonna need... kind of starting to get a little bit low on time here to get this done. But we would like to have auto replacement. We don't want to purchase new. That's going to break the house rule. We would like to send them to the scrapyard. Same here. Send them to the scrapyard. We kind of have to purchase new ones here. This is so annoying, but okay. Send to the scrap. Same here. Yeah. That should do it. History of automatically replacement. Yeah. So, we have 10 years to build the vehicle factory and make enough money to buy blueprints to replace all of our vehicles. And how many types of vehicles do we actually have? We have 18 different vehicles. So we need 18 different blueprints to be bought within 10 years. And we also need to get a scrapping facility up. Yeah, we kind of are starting to get a little bit... Yeah, we're starting to have a little bit of a time pressure on us. I mean, we can let them go longer, but it's not ideal for them to go longer than that. Could we please get this done so we can... Well, get it done. Come on, guys. Get to work. Put your back into it. Chop, chop. Because we're only working at 70% at the moment. And boom, 100%. Good, 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 good. Should we... Let's make sure that we have some people being educated. I think that could be wise. I mean, we're still kinda doing it quite quickly, the research. But it could definitely be better. Global market steel prices are actually going down, which is most excellent. How are the prices doing here compared to... Yeah, so they started off at rubles. 320. And then we had a major spike here. And now it's kind of expensive. Kind of expensive. But it is what it is. I feel like we also need an additional house of residence just dedicated to the medical university here. But I think that is going to... Oh, have we... What is that? 300 meters. Yeah, okay. So we kind of would like to be 250 meters away from here. So they should be within... It should be within... yeah, they shouldn't be bothered. And also, how many people do we have? Just the one? Just one person living here? Don't want to live home with your parents? I see, I see. Also, how are we doing? And I kind of also like the fact that we're kind of... You see, both of them are going up at the same time, so we're kind of splitting the incoming clothing equally. Which is actually a good thing. And then you go up. And how much are we going to be making while we wait for the other one? Not very much. 23 tons. But yeah, if we make another, let's say we make another shopping center out here, we could just add in that line to here, right? So that this always will get clothing, and then we'll have to do some shenanigans here. Yeah, I'm a little bit worried about this. Can you guys go and empty this out? Yeah, spooky. We're gonna have to pay a little bit of attention to that so they don't get stuck with awkward wares in their trunk. It does seem like we are getting a little bit of food. I wonder, do we have an extra one here? We have 2 of these. I think we'll do this just to be certain that at least we have food here. I think that would be a smart move. Does that mean we have a free spot here, which we could, I don't know, throw in a dumper or something like that? Concrete mixer. Are we looking for science and see how we are progressing? How many workers do we get here now? In 16. And why are we not getting culture? Seems to be low. Don't like the cinemas that we're showing here. We should have room for like 60 people in here. 80 people. Ooh, that's on fire. Oh no! It's too hot! Yeah, we are keeping it up with only 3 firefighters. Good job. Good job. You do need to be fixed. To the fire. Right, we're almost halfway done. Oh, gosh. So I guess, like, next episode, we will potentially start building the vehicle production line. I'm also curious if there is any limitation to it. So I think it's... So, if we look at this... I mean, it has just half the amount of workers here. Has not the greatest storage space, but it can store 150 tons of steel in here. And it has a lot bigger storage space for storing vehicles. It has a parking spot for vehicle 1. And stations for vehicle loading and offloading. Okay. You only have 1. Oh, I think I know what this is gonna be. Yeah, we probably gonna have issues with factory connections. So what I'm thinking is this will have fewer factory connections, which means we can't have too many different vehicles being produced here. That is kind of what I'm thinking. Yeah, I'm a little bit worried about that. Housing. Still have housing. I'm not complaining at all. Good boys. And I still believe having one dedicated house for highly educated people is smart, so that we can kind of always make sure that some of our educated people goes to the right places. So how are we doing with regards to crime? We have lost 1. this year. We also have to make another police station. No, I think it's just manpower that we're short on. So we would be at least around 800 people, and then we should be safe. Yeah, we are making money, right? Yeah. How much? Almost 3,000. Can live with that. Another thing, last chance to buy the Russell Bolt. Oh gosh, the entire Russell Bolt is going out of circulation. Can we find a large one of you? Is that a large one? Like you, for example. I just want to see, is this all we can build? What is it? Rusted. What is this? Is this an excavator and a bulldozer? And this is a steam crane, or as they say over here, a dump can. Seriously? Is that all we can build? So, if I recall correctly, 18 of these, we multiply the price with 18 to get the... So, if it costs 18,896, was that 18 or 12? I'll say 18. Multiply that with 18. It's gonna cost 340? No, it can't be. 18,896 times 12. $226,000 for the blueprint. We have 700,000 buckaroonies, so that should be good. Ruston, can we carry that on our Russell bolts? Excuse me, excavators. Oh, no. We can't carry any excavators. Yeah, that could be, this could definitely be problematic. Maybe we'll have to rethink our entire strategy here. If we can't build any... Gosh. Alright, let's ask the Oracle. Oracle. Only US dollars. Show all. Available by year. Oh, do I need to have... Okay, so we do need to have the vanilla thing. Okay, so we could get this one in 1939. The DKW F8 from Germany. We should definitely be able to build this one. Was it 1939? We are in 1939, so... And then this guy here, but we couldn't carry him. We're gonna be mass producing these, that's for sure. The German car. Should definitely be able to carry those, right? Another question is, do we want to provide our own citizens with cars? If we do, we're gonna have to set aside large swaths of territory to parking space. So... let's say we would like to give every one of our people cars. So 80 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That is 880 parking spaces we need. Oh, 880 parking spaces. That is, that's something. And the biggest we have here is 30. Right? So if we divide 1880 with 30 parking spaces, we need, what? 29.333. Yeah, that's gonna be a little bit of a parking space area, right? Oh my god, yeah. I'm not 100% sure that is kind of what we want to do. But I guess we'll think about it. I think we'll think about it. Now we are at 65% done. We should be able to get. Let's pause here while we have a little bit of a good weather. We should be able to. I mean, did we build anything this episode? I don't think we did. Let's just get our town in here. Oh, actually, we did, didn't we? We built this. Yeah, we'll keep that in the thumbnail. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot of parking spaces. I do, though, kind of want to give parking spaces for our vehicle production line. I think that could be cool. Like every workplace has a parking space. I think we only needed, what, 150 workers out there? Or was it 250? Well, something we'll have to figure out. But, my friends, I do think it is time to call it an episode. Next episode, we'll hopefully start building our vehicle production line. So yeah, with that, my friends, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, would you kindly click that like button? There should be a subscribe button in the comment section. All the red stuff you can... How do we do this? Let's try that again, shall we? Alright, I got my tongue tied here. So, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, would you kindly click that like button? There should be a subscribe button, and there should also be a red subscribe. Okay, should we try that one more time? Let's try it one more time. Alright, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, would you kindly click that like button? There should be a red subscribe button and a comment section. There we go, underneath the video. And all interactions goes far, helping us fight that pesky YouTube algorithm. So yeah, until next time, take care and keep smiling.